Welcome everyone. We are with Dr. Vijay on her Akashic Records call on the Happy New Year Masterclass series. This is the second call, and she'll do a quick recap for us about what we did on her first call. And a lot of action is coming up today, which includes individual demos, rewriting of Akashic Records, code clearing, and of course, Dr. Vijay is actually teaching us from her paid course, Violet Healing Process, which we can use for any area of our life every day. So stay tuned for that, and there's lots more planned. Vijay, welcome once again.
Thank you, Shilpa. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for welcoming me back here on. Yes, and
Absolutely,
thanks
all
to
yours.
each and every one of you who have logged in back again today for the call replay. I'm very honored. Gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you, Vijay. You can please start by recapping and then proceeding from there.
Yes. Okay. Hello, everyone. I hope all of you here happened to see the call play yesterday and you got some insights into what was shared. So I'll just quickly recap whatever I spoke with all of you yesterday. Basically, I am an Akashic record reader. Of course, I do a lot of other things. I'm an electrohomeopathy doctor, alternative medicine, medical therapist, and I do a lot of other therapy like art therapy, color therapy, life coaching, counseling, life skills training. I do a lot of things. But my passion has been Akashic record reading because I did all of it. I learned all these things, but somehow I could never build on it. The minute I said, okay, I think Akashic is for me, and everything fell in place. And from there was no stopping me. And I've been on this marvelous journey of knowing, that's what I would like to say, of knowing, you know. And that's the only problem we all have, isn't it? The fact that we don't know. Because we don't know, we are miserable. Because we don't know what to do, because we don't know whom to approach or ask what, that's where we struggle or we are in misery. Now, of course, get the right person to whom you can approach is definitely a blessing, because I think at the right time I got all the right people to give me the right information, and that is how everything fell in place, like a puzzle falling in place. And that, of course, the big part of that is the Akashic records. And like I said yesterday, I'm connected with Akashic space from the time I was a child. I've always had insights into a lot of things, even before it happens or when it is happening or what is going to happen. That's all been a part of my life always. And I always, though, like I said, knowing has had its own negativities. At the same time, somewhere in the back of my mind, I always had this imagination of becoming a Superman. But of course, in a different way, knowing Akashic records is being a Superman or a Superwoman, because connecting to that energy is like a passport to connect to the divine itself. Okay, of course, I didn't intend to talk all of it, but it's just flowing. So I'm just telling you all. Okay, it's like a passport to connect with the divine. You get all your answers there. So, what does Akashic record hold? It is a Akasha, we know, we look up and we only see whatever our eyes can meet, but Akasha is like massive. The massiveness of Akasha holds almost 2 trillion galaxies. So imagine ours is just only one galaxy. So Akasha holds all the information and intelligence of all of it. So is it holding our information from the time we have been going through 8 lakh 25 lakh lifetimes that we have had. As all the species put together, plants, animals, and all of it, we have about 8.25 lakh lifetimes is what we said. And out of which human alone is about 3 to 7,000 lifetimes. Now, we have no awareness of our journey, but the Akasha holds all these information in a vibrational form. So today we are here, we know we are born, we have our parents, we know we belong to this country or this place, or these are the people connected with me, and all the good, bad, uglies that this connection holds. But all these is coming from a space called Akashic, record, where we have created everything, like your 10th standard cumulative report we get, isn't it? From the time you have been in nursery or LKG to 10th standard, what have you been doing? How did you excel? Where did you fail? How did you? So it holds everything. Only thing is our conscious mind has no memories of it, but our subconscious mind has all the memories of all that we have done, but we don't have an access. So now if we have to access it, we need help. And that can be a little limiting because you need to find a hypnotherapist, you have to go to them, you have to take multiple sessions. Like when I went for my hypnotherapy with one question, I had only one question about the struggle, a specific struggle that I was trying to ask a question. And you won't believe, even after 5 sessions, I got so many other information except that answer to that one specific question that I was asking. So my hypnotherapist said, you know what, Vijay, probably the actual lifetime of whatever information it holds, your soul is not ready to show you, because probably you have overcome it to a certain extent, but there could be something that is still there deep within you which could be hurting, because seeing it can hurt you further, or your soul is making sure that you don't get hurt further, so it's protecting you as much as possible. So that is why you're not able to see that particular record. So that was the limitation that I had when I went for a PLR session. And that is when I also understood, like, all those informations that I have been seeing growing up also was very true, because a lot of those glimpses started coming into my PLR session. Then I realized, okay, that means like I am connected. I can very easily access. That's when I started experimenting. That was 8 years ago. And from there, it is like, it was a conscious experimenting. So I understood that, it is working so beautifully. All that was coming into my space was like, truth. And I was elated in a way, but of course I didn't know how exactly to give it to people. Luckily, I found a mentor, I got connected. And today I am trying to let you all know, like, all of you have in history, not just this lifetime, your past lifetime. And it could be some of you here could be 500 years old. I mean, soul, you must have had death and birth 500. Some might be too young. Soul might be too young. Some might be much older. You might have had anywhere from 1,000 or 2,000 lifetimes also. We don't know, because as humans, I know they say 7 lifetimes. That's not true. That's only the dimensional part of it. But in each dimension, you could be having hundreds or 500 lifetimes. So as humans, we have about 3,000 to 7,000 lifetimes. So imagine we have karma. Karma is created with every thoughts, feelings, and actions. And it is creating, the book is busy writing. So in all these lifetimes that we have been living, imagine the kind of karma that we have created. So if I'm alive here, living a life with all my challenges or good, bad, uglies, it's some karma that I've created. I also have created some punya. I also have created a lot of negatives, but I need to clear all of it. And through all these difficulties, finding a good healer or a record reader or a hypnotherapist, they're all your punyas. I've had multiple questions in the Telegram group saying that will it not intervene with our soul journey? No, those are all punyas that is coming in your space, saying here is an opportunity for you to try and see if you can get into an awareness mode. Can you heal it? Just go ahead and take a look. So these are all like, tidbits that is put into your space. Those are all your punyas. So whether you choose or whether you don't choose is again your free will. I again wrote some bit of a note in the Telegram on free will. So I decided to choose every time something good came into my space. Without a doubt, I said, okay, I'm sure if a nice thing is standing in front of me, it is my punya that's come into my space. Let me choose it. So I've chosen it. Every time something, I felt good, I just grabbed it. I said, I'm sure this person, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, everything that crosses your path, it is not by chance. Even if there is an ant that passed by without your knowing, you have stamped it, you've gone, you didn't even realize that you stamped on an ant. But even that is already designed. So there is nothing in your path that happens by chance. Everything in your path happens by design. So if you are sitting in this webinar, or if you have been given an opportunity to connect with anybody, all the good, bad, uglies with that experience also is a part of your learning, so that you always know what should I do next, what should I do right the next time. Okay, so it is always a guidance coming into your space. How do you utilize it is again a decision your free will makes. So that is how you're all here. Maybe you're all here is because there is a direction. Okay, you have all been struggling. I'm sure most of us are looking for healers because we have trouble, we have pain, we have some kind of challenges, and we want some magic to happen. So you're sitting here. Okay, so here you will also get, I know when we choose other modalities, it is like, okay, I'm healing, heal me, give me remedies, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. But the fact is, like, here, you're going to get a reason for what exactly you did in whichever past lifetimes. I've had some person's lifetime which was 13,000 years old. I have seen a place that the soul was connected, which was 30,000 years old. We are only talking about 2022. We think like it's only 2,000 years or 5,000 years. But there has been history or, events happening for tens and thousands of years, and our soul has been a part of it in some form. I have records which I've read. Okay, I can here, let me tell you one testimonial of a girl who came from Bombay. She said, I have a problem with my job. I am excellent in my job. There is nothing that is pending. I do it perfectly well. I know everybody appreciates my work, but the minute it comes to increment, promotion, movement, nothing happens for me. I'm not even considered. My boss also don't consider. And she says, this has been repeating. She was in a job where the same thing was happening, and somehow she couldn't move. So she quit and she came to the another office thinking here it is going to be different. And even in that company, it was happening the same thing. She was not getting a movement, no promotion, no increment, and she worked like a donkey. So she said, Vijay, why is this happening? Now I'm thinking, if I quit from here and go somewhere else, do you think the same thing will happen? I said, in all probability, the same thing will happen, because there could be a blockage. And when she said, okay, that's why she came for a reading. And when I accessed a reading, because it's a very interesting, most of the time I forget all the readings that I do. There are very few readings I remember like this. Of course, I don't remember the name of the person. That is like completely, flushed out. I read that. So she was telling, there is one lady in my office, somehow she talks to me very nicely. But when she talks to my boss, I don't know what happens. The boss is talking to me nicely, also suddenly doesn't talk to me nicely. And my team is there. They're all fine. But then I don't understand what happens. Suddenly one day they're not talking to me nicely. So all these challenges she was facing almost for 3.5, 4 or more than that. And she'd come to her end. I really don't know what to do. So when I accessed the record, do you know what I saw? I went to the time when, the Pandavas and Kauravas, they're playing Pagdi. And Shakuni is standing near a pillar. I can see all of them sitting and playing, but I really can't see their faces or features, but it is nicely lit. And there's a lot of glamour because it's a palace, of course. And Shakuni is walking back from that place, center place, and he comes to the pillar where there's a curtain and there is a pillar. And there is this man standing next to him, and Shakuni tells something to this man and saying, you have to go do this, and come back and tell me, because that was a part of Shakuni's plan to do something wrong. And this guy actually goes, and that guy was this girl from this lifetime. And I said, you are a part of all the scheming that Shakuni did. So a lot of people are scheming behind you without your own knowledge in this lifetime. And you won't believe, after that reading, and I said, you just completely do your forgiveness. I couldn't identify all the people around her, but what was coming back is people are always conspiring behind her and doing something from her succeeding. After the reading, she got a promotion, she got an increment. Okay. So this is what happens. We are only limiting ourselves to very little. I was like thinking, can you imagine from which lifetime I picked up a record for her? And then she progressed after that. She understood that, okay, I don't, and she also said, Vijay, I don't even know all of this. How am I supposed to know this? I said, you have got an opportunity to get your Akashic record done. And you got an opportunity to understand what is it that you created in that lifetime. And you got an opportunity to accept it and say, okay, there was something that I did which was not okay. So I'm ready to ask forgiveness, or I want to clear it. So she was in that surrender mode to the divine, saying that, okay. And okay, some of the questions I still don't know why it had to wait for so long, or probably she might have had another 100 lifetimes in between. We don't know, but that is what reflected when I accessed the record. So we really don't know what is the reason why we have the challenge. So when you get an Akashic record reading done, you are actually getting to know why you are having a particular challenge. So that is how Akashic record reading works. It can shift, but then you should also be in an acceptance mode. You should come with a completely open mind, and you say, whatever comes up, I'm ready to work with it. Instead of being desperate, no, your own energy can block you. Just come with an open mind and get it done to see how you feel, what shifts. That is when you understand, like, yes, Akashic is connected to me also. Vijay might have just read it and told me, I am just saying, God, I understand, and everything changes for you. So that is what Akashic record is all about. If I hope that clarifies, or is there anything that's coming up, Shilpa, just let me know, then I will answer accordingly.
Absolutely. This clarifies so much, Ruchi, and in fact, it opens us up to new questions and new thoughts. So there are a few questions which I would like to ask you. But before that, I want to ask you that you gave us examples of readings. Okay,
Yes.
we have this issue, we get an Akashic recording done, and mostly that gets sorted on its own. Now, if I have to learn this, okay, so
Yes.
can I are you saying that we can learn this and let's say
Yes.
whatever keeps happening in our life, we can actually read our Akashic
Yes.
records and our families, and of course, if you want to take it up professionally, and then we can
Professional. Yes.
actually
Yes.
deal
I
with
was
those
getting to
things
that. Yes.
which we are not understanding why these things are happening, isn't
Yes.
it?
Yes.
Please say, Vijay.
Yeah. See, one is like, you want to learn. That's the most beautiful thing that you can do, because you should know, it's like getting a ticket, VIP ticket to connect with the divine. But of course, you really need to work. And I have all the things in place in terms of trying to connect with people. I had some, as students joining from the very first practice sessions, they are able to. The minute some of them are not able to, I actually spend that time saying that, what, there are these kinds of blockages that you have. I give a lot of guidance, because this is like opening my own gates for freedom. When you learn, now you come to me for a reading, you get 1 hour with me, and you will get to understand what could be my problem. But if you learn to read, the way I have moduled my entire Akashic record is, like I said, it's like opening the gates to your own freedom. You will start identifying everything in your life very differently. You will get a complete picture of who I am. Where do I come from? Why do I have all of these? And how do I look at all of this differently? And from a mental, emotional part of me, how do I just restructure a little in terms of my thoughts, feelings, emotions, so that I can change my life. So learning is a continuous journey. A reading is a temporary thing which is only at addressing one particular or two particular issues in your life. But when you learn, you start having a 360-degree view of your own life, of everything that exists around you. And also there is a lot of guidance on how to go forward. How do you look at things differently, so that there's a lot of consciousness that comes in. There is some kind of a connection with your subconscious and conscious mind that will happen, where you are eliminating, creating negative karma, so that you will reduce your karmic thing. Another beautiful thing I want to say is, when you understand how not to create karma, and When you are in a class, you are sitting and learning, and every time a class happens, there is a realization happening. Okay, there's a realization happening, and the minute that realization happen, you have learned a lesson. You will, without even living through it, you will reduce one lifetime. I remember when my husband's paralysis happened, and he was having a lot of trouble. He had a facial paralysis where he lost his speech. He couldn't talk, and we have done all kinds of treatment. First 3 years we were like allopathy, god knows what, now botox, and god, we've spent lakhs of rupees. Then we went to alternative therapy, and then we went to ayurveda. In between all this, we went and met a healer in Chennai. His name is Maxwell, and he didn't heal him. Honestly, he didn't heal him. He is a very, very powerful healer. He did not heal him. He only said, I want you to understand that there is something that you have done which you need to correct. For that, you need to go back home and do this exercise of not getting angry and using your throat chakra properly. And you are supposed to say these things on a regular basis. And I know from then there was a lot of shift that happened, and something definitely happened. Maybe he healed, we don't know, but he just sent him back with a set of instructions, and he came back and he started working on it. And then somewhere I could see the shift. He started posting the good morning messages which had all these spiritual quotes. He started posting it in his status. And one day Mr. Maxwell called me and said, you know what, Vijay, I've been watching him for the last 3 months of whatever he has been posting. The meaning of whatever he's posting is evolving and evolving and evolving. Just by doing this much, he skipped 6 lifetimes. Did you know that? Okay, so that realization of what I should do, what I should not do, what are the things that I should skip, with a lot of awareness, can skip lifetimes for you. To know that, you should know how Akashic works. For that, you need to learn all the nitty-gritties of Akashic records. So when you understand that, then, when your antennas go up every time there is a thought or a feeling or an emotion that is coming in your space, or when there are people entering in your space, how do you handle it? How do you know, to compartmentalize in such a manner that you don't evoke a thought, emotions, and hold on to it, which will create lifetimes. When you let go, you release lifetimes. So your lifetimes from 7,000 can start reducing one by one by learning this. When you learn this, your quality of thoughts, your quality of actions, it simply starts clearing your action, karmas. So what happens? You're a better human being in this lifetime, instead of coming another 10 lifetimes to learn a lesson. Somebody again to the same question who asked in Telegram, like, will I not be altering my soul journey? When your soul is ready to alter your karmas to a better state, you think your soul will say no? You think God will say, hey, you altered it? No, how are you altering it? That is what you learn in Akashic. How do you alter your thought? How do you alter your soul journey? By becoming positive or looking at your karma differently. In a reading, you will not get it. In a course, you will get it. I will be imparting that knowledge on how do you look at your karma differently, so that you evolve. Your soul starts, transcending faster. Instead of going at a snail's pace, do all the mistakes, learn from it, and then, at some lifetime, you say, yeah, I think enough is enough. I want to go learn something to help heal myself. Instead of that, probably, like I said, nothing happens by chance. This is a design for you to choose. Do I want to become a better person in this lifetime to cut down my lifetimes? Or do I still want to go on? Like, I want to only heal this part of my life and I'm okay to go forward. So that is how it is. So, and that's why I said my Akashic record reading classes are just not about Akashic records, our karma, our card clearing, and then your forgiveness prayer. I have put together a spiritual discourse, like yesterday I said, where I'll be talking about from the Big Bang Theory, how the universe got created, and when it got created, how in our solar plexus, how everything, evolved, how germination of souls happened on planet Earth, and how at what point humans started, evolving. from being absolutely godlike beings to creating karma. And from there, how we have created so much of karmas that, instead of probably 100 or 300 lifetimes, we have created 3 to 7,000 lifetimes. Okay. So how do we do all of this? So that expansion that has happened in numbers, we have to contract it. So the spiritual discourse will be something that is going to give an insight into this part of Akashic, because I am not giving spiritual just like that. It's not about money. Believe me, I am connected with somebody who does a spiritual discourse. To stay connected for 6 months and continued guidance charges 58,000 rupees. But here I'm offering it very little, because I got a guidance from Krishna that don't do Akashic for people who want to become professional, who can't bring in this wisdom into themselves. So it was my guidance from him that I have to do a spiritual discourse for people before I impart Akashic. That is why I have put that as a part of my syllabus.
Beautiful, Vijay, beautiful. Questions are waiting.
Yes.
Kalpana has asked a very interesting question, that now that we know the benefits, are there any limitations or side effects when we read for others?
See, first you need to start reading. First, you need to connect with Akashic, understand all this theory that is going to be imparted with you. And like I said yesterday, it is like passing from one stage to the other stage to the other stage. As you start clearing garbage from, I'll say, all of us hold a lot of garbage inside, outside, in every cells of our body. With more awareness, the garbage that we clear, to the extent that I'm clearing the garbage, I get the next level connection with the divine. So, for example, I'm doing a record reading for somebody else. See, there are a lot of precautions. There's a lot of protection, a lot of support is given for you to take care of yourself when you start accessing somebody else's record. I'm saying, though, some of the students who needs time, they've been with me for longer. They don't go. I don't let them go. I said, no, you have to be here. You have to do it with me. You have to understand what are the things that you need to do. It affects you if you have a self-doubt. So how do you create your confidence? That's more important. Once you create, if my self-power is high, nothing can enter into my space. So you need to create that personality of your own, isn't it? So for that, you need guidance, isn't it? So that is what I am ready to give. That's what I have been giving. So I'll continue to give. So you have to come explore yourself, because I cannot sit here and give you 100% guarantee saying that. Who asked the question?
Sorry, Vijay.
Yeah, who asked the question? I forgot the name. Okay.
It was coming up, so
Yeah.
we just
Okay.
Kalpana added. Kalpana.
Yeah. So I cannot say 100%, because I have also gone through my ups and downs, but I had somebody to look up to, and I'm sitting here. So in the same way, all of you, whoever is coming in, I'm giving them the exact guidance and protection, so that one day they become independent. A lot of my students are independent. They are all exploring Akashic in their Vastu, exploring Akashic in their pranic healing. I don't know. They come back and say, ma'am, I explored it here. And they're all doing amazing. And some of them, they're saying, I'm so happy doing it for myself, so I'm doing it.
So nice, Vijay.
Yes.
Vijay, there are some questions related to learning now.
Yeah.
So Tina has asked, how does one identify that the record is ours, or if the one we are doing is reading for? Like, she's asking, how do we know if the record is ours or it's correct? We have taken somebody else's record.
Yeah. See, when you access your record, there will be at least one aspect which is true to you in this present lifetime. Like yesterday we did for Sangeeta, and we picked up 3 lifetimes. In that, there was a lifetime where she was an employer, and she said it came up that, she is very critical, and the way she's not happy with anything that she does, whatever she was doing, she was very unhappy. So when I came back, that's what she said. Whatever I do, my daughter-in-law is not happy with it. So you will find that one thing that will be so common to the past lifetime to your present lifetime. So you can relate it. Only with practice you will be able to understand that.
Absolutely. And we have you to guide us with that, Vijay. Vijay, now the next question Manu and Riddhi have asked. I'm merging their questions. They are almost similar. So Manu has asked, I'm interested in doing this course, the master level. Will I be able to see and read the Akashic records within the course itself, or is there a time period till I need to be able to read this? And I'm continuing with these questions, similar question. How
Mhm.
much time is required uh,
Yeah. Okay.
to
See, it,
do this after learning this modality? And which usually we learn a lot of different modalities and we get busy with our work and we don't practice. So do we have to do regular meditation to be able to do this? And how much time does it take for us to do this well?
yeah. Okay. See, meditation is definitely a need. If I come to you and tell you to write a comprehension or a composition on gold industry, you'll probably look at me, isn't it? That's like, what? I said, yeah, write a composition on a gold industry. Can you do it? No. For that, you should first understand there is an alphabet called A to Z, and there is a alphabet called G, and I can say, okay, G for gold. Then what is gold? I need to look at the metal, right? Someone should show you and say, this is gold. Then I look at gold, then I understand. Then for me, it's like, oh, this is gold. I see it in the showrooms and all this stuff. But how did it come there? It's a massive thing. I'm only seeing a jewelry. Okay, jewelry is gold. But how did the jewelry come? Someone is mining somewhere. It is being sold. Then there is a breaking down process that is happening. And then there is a jewelry happening. And, I don't know, it's a huge industry, isn't it? So I can't just tell you, Akashic is this come. No, you need to understand Akashic is the mother of all modality, and I need to dedicate that time to at least do meditation. Without meditation, you cannot do it because you should be able to sit somewhere quietly for about 15-20 minutes, isn't it? And when you move into this energy, everything else goes off. You are like focusing on that. Right? So practicing focus, practicing that ability to sit in one place. You need to do all of it. But it's not rocket science again. It is very easy. Again, I also teach, how do you meditate? It's not about eliminating thought. How do you process your thoughts over a period of time? How you are able to stay in a space and focus yourself? Even that I teach. And by doing that is how you can actually connect with the energy. Okay, so some people who are already into meditation or doing some healing modality, maybe it's a little quicker for them. But there are people who have never done anything, but knowingly or unknowingly, they are connected. Their soul has chosen a journey to be in healing process. So if their soul already has a soul plan to be in healing process, you never know, on the first day of practice they can connect. But some of them will probably take a little more time. Some of them who has a lot of their own mental blockages or a lot of belief systems that is holding them back very rigid, they need to start working on some of those belief systems, because unless you break it. So for example, imagine I have a fear of a robber, because sometime when I was a child, I was robbed, or I've seen somebody being robbed. So I'm so scared of a robber. Imagine I have 10 different things like that, which is my own mental block. Or imagine the easiest, okay, forget about the robber. Let's just pick up cockroach. I'm sure half the people here say I'm scared of cockroach. Okay. And I have a client who's coming and saying, I'm very scared of cockroach. I don't know why. Can you please access my record? You won't believe, you will not be able to access the record of that person because you are also scared of cockroach. Okay? You cannot, because your soul will not allow you to go. It knows that you're scared of cockroach. Now you have a client who wants to know why I'm scared of cockroach. I remember I accessed one of my students' mother's record. Okay, she's scared. She doesn't eat any leafy vegetables. Anything that is leafy, she will not. Don't know why. She says, I don't know. She doesn't touch leafy vegetables at all, and she washes all the vegetables so much. And she's so scared. She doesn't eat. She eats very little. She eats chapati and rice, but any vegetables. I have no clue why she's scared of these vegetables. When I accessed her record, I saw that there was a lifetime she was lost. She was being chased or something like that. And this was a forest area. And there was a big hole which she fell into it. She fell into it, and it was too dark. and these people who were chasing her went away, and they didn't know that she was in that, and she was there, nobody knew about it. She lived in that hole for 16 days.
God.
Okay, she lived in that hole for 16 days, or I don't know, it was more or less, yeah, I think it was 16 days. She picked all those leaves and whatever was there, and she started eating. But the thing was, all of them had worms and germs and all those stuff, because it was a hole, right? Everything was there in it, so she had to survive on those stuff, and her subconscious memory held so much of fear and hatred for whatever she was doing, that this lifetime she couldn't eat greeny vegetables. And after the reading, it took about a month or two, she called and said, I don't even realize she's pretty normal, she doesn't fight all that anymore. It is like that. So if you have a fear, whatever is your fear is your blockage to the Akashic access. So your client, whoever is sitting in front of you, their fear should not be a part of your fear. Their mental block cannot be a part of your own mental block. So you will also get such a beautiful guidance on what are the blockages you need to work. So the more you work, the more access you get. It's like God saying, okay, you're promoted to the next class. You're promoted to the next class.
Absolutely.
So that is how long you will take. If you tell, I'm a free spirit, I'm telling you, it's so much more easy to access. If you feel like I have a lot of baggages, believe me, this is still a ticket to open your gates and understand what are my limitations and work on it. And, with time, you'll access your record.
Wonderful, Vvijee, wonderful. It's not just, it's actually we are cleansing ourselves to be able to help others. Wonderful.
I actually
So
tell all my
important.
students, never miss a practice session. When you come, every time you go, invoke all the masters, just doing the cleansing, aligning, just going into Akashic space. Don't worry whether you're accessing a record or no. Every time you go and come, there is definitely a cleansing process that would have happened.
Wonderful. Vvijee, SS has asked, will I get guidance and support? How to start my professional journey in Akashic Record? I'm very new to this kind of profession, but have a strong interest in this. They
Yeah.
want to be a healer. And I ask this on behalf of SS and all the new beginners here, that this is really, really fascinating. It
Yes.
sounds like, oh my God, what all can we do with this? So, Vijay, really, can somebody who is a beginner do this, and will you
Yes.
help us do this
Yes, of
properly?
course. I encourage all my students, go ahead, start, do somewhere, start with your friends, start with your workplace, do it for 10 people. I encourage them, I give them a lot of guidance. Some of them come back, ask me, can I do this? Can I do that? I give all of them. And some of them actually bring their clients to me, asking me, can you please help me access this? Because I tried, there was some kind of a challenge. So I help them. I give as much support as possible, because this world has millions and millions of people. One Akashic record reader can't cleanse everybody, isn't it? All of us have to contribute to at least tens or hundreds of people, which will help. Every time you clear karma, you are clearing Mother Earth. Because we, with our karma, are a burden on Mother Earth, isn't it? So the minute we clear ours, plus we are helping somebody else clear, Mother Earth is like cleansed. I'm telling you, she is going to be blessing you all the time.
Thank you, Vijay. It's beautiful. In fact, Vijay, so many questions are coming in, and we have so many things planned.
Okay.
Vijay, why don't we share the packages today early
Yes.
with everybody, and then everyone bring on your questions. Please don't raise your hand on Zoom. We are not going to take people or questions from there. So bring on your questions, and we will definitely do one-on-one demos, and we have a violet healing process waiting to be learned. So stay tuned, which I'm going to share my screen, and
Yes.
let's recap the packages also for everybody. And everybody, let me tell you very quickly, the personal sessions, Vijay's calendar is getting booked
Yes.
like very fast. So really go for it today. The prices are going to increase, and yes, the course is there. You will not get this anywhere ever again. So I'm just going to share this, and which is just you've already told us about spiritual
Yes.
discourse. You can recap the other things.
Yes.
We have,
Yeah.
yeah, Vijay, please, you proceed.
Yes, the package A is a personal Akashic record reading session that you can opt for. And here the reading will be done. The remedies will be given. Other than the guidance that comes up from the Akashic space, I'll be giving the remedies. And for the reading that whatever has been done, I will give WhatsApp support, for about 3 months. Again, there are times it's just not about 3 months or anything like that. Anytime when people have reached me, I've always extended the support. So nothing to worry about it. And yes, and you'll have everything on WhatsApp, all the instructions, remedies, everything will be given to you. And if there is somebody who says, I need a record of my reading, I'm ready to provide that also. Yes, okay. Yeah, so usually my record reading, I also have 3 days of karmic healing that I do for them. So 3 days of karmic healing and all the remedies plus the reading is about 9,901 US dollars 136. For the Mystic Lotus, this masterclass, it will be 2211, 2,211 US dollar 31.
Awesome.
Okay, package B. Package B is a healing service that I'm offering for 7 days, where you have to give me your name and your location, and then one reason for why you're looking for a healing. So every day I will be doing healing. I usually do it at 11:11 in the night. That is when, I connect with the energies, and I do healing using 6 modalities. Prana wallet healing, sometimes perceptional healing, light frequencies, golden ball, Reiki. I don't know what pops up in that space at that time. I use that day and I send the healing across. So there will be a group where I will send the healing message. You just need to be in a receptive mode saying, I am receiving the energy Vvijee is sending across. Okay, so usually it's 3,500 US dollars 48. But for this event, it is 1,005 US dollar 14. Yes.
Absolutely. You can take both the packages or you can take
Yes.
either of them. It's
Yes.
really a power-packed combination. We will now move on to the course packages.
Yes. So the level 1 is for those people who are not looking to go out and do, a profession out of it. They think like, I just need to understand how to connect with the Akashic space and understand how to read it. So all about the Akashic space and about the karma, there will be a little bit of information on karma. And then also I will teach 2 healing modalities and 2 meditation through which you can do your, healing and also your own cleansing. The meditation will be for your chakras plus the 5 elements that I've brought together. And the healing modalities will be taught for free so that you can heal yourself and your family or all that is coming into your Akashic space. Any thoughts, feelings, all that is coming also, you can heal it using this modality. Okay. Yes. And here I will be teaching the same, whoever is taking the next level, whatever Akashic part of it that I'm teaching them, I'll teach exactly the same thing. There will be no exception saying that, I will not say, okay, well, level 1, level 2, so Akashic needs to be a little different. No, Akashic part of the syllabus, whatever I have put the module, I will be sharing all of it, which is how to access, what to access, the questions, how to ask the questions. There's some ethical rules that you need to follow, and how do you protect yourself, how do you do your cleansing processes after this, how do you journalize it. All this information will be given to you. Yes. And how to heal, after you read, how to understand the aspect or the concept of healing your karma, how to connect the reading to your present lifetime, and how do you heal using these 2 modalities. So that will also be taught to you. And those are the two meditations I'm going to be giving: goldenrod meditation and the cleansing meditation. Okay. Yes. So the violet flame healing and the perceptional healing, I will teach you that. You can use it for yourself, or whoever you want to heal, whatever you want to heal, you will be able to heal it, and you will see the magic of how it heals. Yes. So there will be 6 practice session after you finish. Or if you say, no, I'm not able to do it, I want more practice session, you're welcome to be in my practice group anytime. And then, practice it till you say that, yes, I'm able to do it. I will not limit you, because there is no point limiting you if you're not able to read it. So you read it, and if you're able to read it, just go ahead and read it. Okay. And all the material, everything will be given to you for free. Okay, it'll be a 10 hours session. It'll be about 2 hours, depending on your 2 hours is my theory and all the question answers and all those stuff. So we can fit into 2, or it might go a little more than 2. Depends on how much you want to learn. And the hours also can flex a little bit. It'll be from 11th to 16th February. 7 to 9. Again, we will, fix the time based on the group of people who are coming in, and, everything is flexible, but not, please don't tell me to, break it into 2 different groups and take it, so a little bit of understanding from you and a lot of understanding from me also will come in, and accordingly we'll fix it. So usually it's 39,000 rupees and $533 for this event. It will be 10,999 and $151, which is hardly anything. Believe me, this is, consider it an investment on your life, on your soul journey.
Absolutely. And wait for package D, which also includes level 1.
Yes. So the package G is a combination of level 1 and level 2, which is the Akashic record reading, the entire syllabus, whatever we just spoke, plus there will be guidance on how to do it for others. What are the things that you need to take care of? And there is a complete guidelines on what you need to be doing when you have to do it for somebody else. If you're doing it for a client, or if you're doing it for any particular reason, which is not necessarily your soul space. So that is a different set of rules that you need to keep in mind. And that will be imparted. And then there will be an attunement, which will also give you the energy to access others. And then, of course, like I said, there will be a lot of guidance on the protection, what needs to be done, the cleansing part of it, all that needs to be done, so that you are safe by doing somebody else's record. And here it will also tell you how to help, the guidance on how to speak to your clients, how to read a record, how to brief it to them, how to help them understand to clear their karmic things. So when you say you clear your karma, obviously card clearing also will happen. So that is what it is all about. Okay. And then, of course, the bonus here is the spiritual discourse, where you will have a 10 hours, minimum 10 hours. Max can go for the God knows how many ever sessions, because my students keep coming back saying, we didn't understand this part of it or that part of it, or something will keep coming up. So sometimes, even now, for the ones who finished 1 year back, they say, can we have one session? So I actually have a clarifying session, even though they are 1 year old. So the spiritual discourse will hold all the content that will help you become an actual healer, instead of healer doing this particular modality. That is not what I'm asking you to be. I'm asking you to become a proper healer, have just not the knowledge, but also the wisdom to become a proper healer. Yes. Okay. So this will be 24 hours. Of course, it can flex to more, depending on how much you are willing to learn, and whatever is your doubts that you have. It will be from 6 to 18th, which include both Akashic plus the spiritual course. Again, it will be from 7 to 9, and all the PDFs, material, everything will be given. And you'll always be connected to the Telegram group. And whenever you need a professional guidance, I will definitely be there. Yeah. And the cost for it is $82,333, which is US dollars 1125. But for this event, It will be 15,499 and US dollar 212.
Absolutely. Everyone, Vijay, there are continuous questions coming on the group about the difference. Everyone, package C is level one. Level one, you only learn to read for yourself. It is for 10 hours. Okay. Package D includes package C, level one and level two both. After this, you become a practitioner and a trainer. This is for 24 hours. Now, both of them have practice sessions, powerful meditations, Telegram group support, but package D also has a spiritual discourse workshop, which is at no cost. It is being given as a bonus, and you will be given professional guidance for your first clients. Now, look at the prices. Package C level 1 is rupees 10,999 US dollars 151, but package D all inclusive is
Yes.
less than double of the package C, which is rupees 15,499 US dollars 212. And
Yes.
Vijay, I will again repeat the differences between packages A and B because the question has come up. Package A is the only package which has a personal session with Vijay for 45 minutes. This also has 3 days remote healing. Now,
Yes.
package B is only 7 days remote healing. This does not have a one-on-one session with Vijay. But
Yeah.
so why do we have this package is because sometimes you may not need to discuss anything, but still you need the healing. You can take the package for this on its own.
Yeah.
And definitely you can take package A, package B together
Yeah.
or on their own for
Yeah.
sure.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Good. So
Thank you,
Vijay,
Shilpa.
thank you Vijay for these wonderful offers and we want to do a lot more on today's call. Vijay,
Yes.
we'll take some more questions
Please.
related to the packages. Mansi, I hope that has answered your question. Both A and B, we have mentioned the differences. Now, Joyce has asked Vijay, can I take the package now and choose another date if she cannot attend now?
Yes.
Yes,
Of course. Yes.
yes. So, Dr. Vijay has this every 2 months. So, definitely book now, everyone. If you're not able to join now, join her next batch. You will
Yes.
not get these prizes and inclusions
Yeah.
again. All right. So, Priyanka's question, Vijay,
Yes.
will we be able to suggest remedies also to someone else after reading their records in package D?
Yes. See, Akashic record, Akashic space. What does imagine if God is standing in front of you? Do you think he'll ask you to do 10 different things? He will only probably look at you and say, do you realize you've done a mistake? Yes. Can you just ask forgiveness for it? Yes. So the main healing thing that happens in the Akashic space is realizing, again, I'm saying, realizing, accepting, and doing forgiveness prayer. But sometimes there are guidance that is coming from the Akashic space as we read. What is something else that you need to do? A lot of people I have seen in the Akashic space, it comes up like feed the poor, because in the one of their past lifetimes they would have done something which is to do with food or depriving somebody about food, so you might have to probably go and feed the poor. Nothing like go to 10 different temples, do this puja. No, nothing of that sort. It'll all be something so simple, which is very divine, or something which will help somebody else, another soul. So those kind of guidance can come. So we don't create our own, but of course I suggest some switch phrases, some simple chanting of numbers or energy circles. All of it will be provided to them. What are the remedies that they need to give it to a client if they come forward? I give all of them to them. I'll provide it all. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Vijay, there is a question about relationship. Priyanka has asked, and a couple of more questions were there with respect to relationship. So Priyanka has asked, can we be able to make friendly relationship with someone who is not talking to you after learning package D?
See, first and foremost, let me tell you, you should not be learning this for a specific purpose. What if that is not a part of your design? then you're going to be disappointed about learning. Now you're trying to connect with somebody who doesn't want to connect with you. Now, both of you have a different soul path or a different design. Now, we don't know if have you planned, though you want it, as an end result, is this a part of your design? We still don't know. So instead of staying in a place of frustration that I'm not able to create, you are supposed to say, yes, let me just try and manifest it into my life. And I'll be in a mode of acceptance of whether it comes or it doesn't come. So you shouldn't be learning a modality only to bring one particular event into your space. Again, with Akashic Force, there's something called desperation. The more desperate you are, your own energy blocks it and keeps it away.
Wow. My God. All
Yes.
right. Thank you, Priyank. Thank you for asking that. And Vijay, Shampa has reminded us to take on our next topic
Okay.
about rewriting of Akashic records and code clearing.
Yeah.
And Vijay, before you start explaining that, let me tell everybody that after Vijay is done with this section, we will take on one-on-one demos. So now is the time. You can type your questions on the Telegram group. Don't raise your hand on Zoom. And remember this, only if you're comfortable to come on video, to be on our replay, to be on our homepage and groups where we are going to share our replays. Only if you're comfortable with it, please do come on, because we are not going to hide or edit any part of this call. Okay. So let us know if you're interested to come on the group now. And Vijay, please tell us, what is rewriting of records and what is code clearing?
Whatever I have been telling right now is a part of rewriting. Okay. For example, okay, let me tell you my own example so it becomes easier. Always example works instead of me telling a theory. My mom came to stay with me about 10, 11 years ago. And I think I lived for her, she lived for me. Literally, I think there is a lot of love. But the fact is, like, the minute she talks to me, there is a lot of anger in her voice. The minute she falls sick, she is angry with me. And I'm the one taking her to the doctor, bringing her medicines, making sure, checking on her medicines. Does she have it? Giving her insulin and remembering all her. You won't believe, like a religious thing, I would take her to her checkups without missing anything. But somehow she's always angry. And the minute she has a cold cough, she's angry with me. And I have no clue why she would be so angry with me every time she's sick and I'm looking after her, and why she's angry with me. I just simply couldn't understand that concept at all. So when we were doing a group reading with my mentor, I said, okay, let me access the record to see what is it that is creating this disharmony between my mom and me. Okay. And then we, about 6 or 7 of us together, we were actually accessing the record. And in that record, it came that in one of the lifetimes, it wasn't even on lifetime in India. It was somewhere in Britain or something, because I can see those attire and all this stuff. And that time we had that old cars, that used to be there, open cars, those big wheels and all this stuff. And I was a very irresponsible father. I was drunk. And she was my son, who was about 7 years old and was in my car. And I was so drunk that I went off the hill or something like that. And there was an accident. And in that lifetime, the kid was paralyzed for the rest of his life. And he was so angry with me, the father, for being so irresponsible, for drinking and, actually causing the accident. That anger in her, that child, remained so much that this lifetime, and then there was other 2 lifetimes which said 5 of us saw her being paralyzed in multiple lifetimes. And none of them knew this fact that even in this lifetime, she was paralyzed for 2.5 years when she was a child. From the age of 2.5 to about 5, she was paralyzed. They didn't know it, but 5 of them saw that she was paralyzed. But that paralysis root cause was that lifetime when I caused the accident. I was like From that day onwards, I started doing forgiveness prayers with her. I just connected with whatever mistakes that I did with her as a child. Can you imagine a boy of 7 for the rest of his lifetime being on a bed? How it will be? Obviously, there will be a lot of anger. I connected with that and I said, I'm really so sorry. I just seeked forgiveness for my mistake. Really, from the bottom of my heart, I had tears like, now I know why you are angry with me. You won't believe it. The anger disappeared. Yes, you won't believe. Now she'll say, you know what, this is paining. Can you do something for me? I just did a literal physical therapy for her. And then I came and sat here. Her anger has come down 95 or 98%. When I don't understand here and there, she gets a little irritated. So what did I do? I just rewrote my record with my mother by just simply doing forgiveness prayer. Okay, imagine if I had gone ahead and cut cord with her. I would have had another lifetime where I had to come back with her, where I had to go through a similar experience and go into a realization of knowing I am the one who caused it instead of blaming her for being angry with me. So this lifetime, that realization and forgiveness just simply rewrote my record with her. Today, both of us are in so much of harmony with each other, you won't believe it. But can you imagine 90% of our entire lifetime, I was confused. Why is she angry with me? So rewriting is done with realization. Sometimes for some people who are going through a lot of tough time, they come, I think I said this in the last session also. There was this student of mine, ma'am, my brother doesn't connect with me. It's 10 years because I walked away from a marriage which was very bad and he didn't understand that. He was so angry, he never talks to me. He has never spoken a word of love or attention or care for 10 years. And I accessed the record and I told her, this is what has happened between both of you. And she said, I understand, I'm ready to do the forgiveness prayer. That's all that she did. In less than 2 hours, he called her.
Amazing.
By just opening the record, she cleared the record and she rewrote their relationship. And today she goes with them, she's having a good time with them. What did she do? She just rewrote the record by simply accessing the record and saying like, yes, I think I understand what I have done to clear this. That is how you rewrite the record. That is how you clear the cord with realization. I hope that's clear enough.
Totally. And wonderful examples, Vijay. I'm never going to forget this ever.
Yes.
And in fact, Vijay, I will probably, this is a summary question thanks to Nikita. She has asked this. So, does it mean that practicing daily forgiveness prayer like you did, does daily practicing this
Yes.
clear the ill effects of karma, irrespective of knowing it?
Yes. See, if some of them, there could be some people who are very scared about accessing the record, but know what is there in their space, which is bothering them. Look at them. Like yesterday, I told you, you just need to look at them and say, okay, you're here for me to help clear my karma. So I'll simply accept you the way you are, and I'm going to start doing my forgiveness prayer. Itself can shift energies, clear your cords.
All right. Vijay, we are ready for demos. I have chosen quite many number of people. Before we get there, Padmalaya, you're first.
Yeah.
So be ready, and there are many more we are going to take.
How many records are we talking about? Because
because you also have to do the violet flame healing.
Violet flame healing.
We'll do as many as possible. Vijay, we will definitely move on to the healing. But first, Vijay, we would love to speak with Sahana. She has been with us since yesterday on the call, and she's here today. She's putting some really pleasant comments.
I also have Swasti.
I can't see her on Zoom.
Okay, fine.
Yes, so Sahana, please tell us about your experience learning this from Dr. Vvijee.
Thank you, Dr. Vvijee, for coming into my life.
Yes.
And thank you, Mystic Lotus, for bringing all of this on one platform where we learn and grow. I've been with Dr. Vijay now for about 6-7 months. 2022, I had 4 injuries. So met with a serious accident and 3 fractures. And it was very difficult for me. In all honesty, being on bed for about 8 months was very difficult. I took a reading with Dr. Vijay, and it helped me ease my emotional stress. And then she asked me if I want to do the Akashic record class. And that's when things started to turn for me. The spiritual discourse and then the Akashic record really opened my eyes to things that I never could imagine was possible. The spiritual discourse helped me understand Akashic better. I, like Dr. Vijay had mentioned, initially was very apprehensive of getting into that space because I was very scared of what I will find there. I didn't have the courage to go into the Akashic space. And the spiritual discourse gave me the strength to see how I can read my own record, read other people's record, and helped me grow in life to such a phase that even after the Akashic class, I had 3 more accidents and I was not afraid of it. She helped me understand my karmic pattern, and you won't believe it, with a fractured leg, I did all the housework. So she inspired me in ways I cannot talk about on just this platform. You have to spend more time with her to understand what a wonderful teacher she is.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Vijay, for coming into our life. And thank you, Shilpa, so much.
Yes.
Thank you, Sahana.
Shilpa, it is SS.
Okay.
It's reflecting as SS.
Sahana, thank you for staying with us yesterday and today as well. And we wish you all the best for your health and for your journey ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yes, it's yes.
Okay. Swas.
Oh, hi. I didn't realize that I'm next. So thank you, Dr. Vijay, and thank you, Mystic Lotus, for letting me share my experience here. And I resonate with what Sahana has said. So I met Dr. Vijay purely by accident, I would say, and by reference last February. And it's going to be a year now. And I still feel as if I've met her just yesterday, because every day has been a totally new experience and a new beginning. I'm evolving as the journey goes. It was a reading that happened through Dr. Vijay, and it was a connect that had a deeper meaning than just a pure reading. Going into the Akashic record reading courses, which I did with her, was also kind of opening up my blockages and opening up my own strengths and potentials, which you don't come to know unless, it gets pointed out to you. And it's a very subtle information that Dr. Vijay explores through her classes and her I would say Akashic records, as Dr. Vijay has rightly said, is an Akash, and it's it's full of information, and we all are beings which are getting connected. But having the right mentor to connect with through is something is a truly life-changing, evolving experience, which you will not come to know unless you connect with a lovely mentor as her. And I do not say just for flattery, but I have experienced it. I am a doctor. I have gone through a lot. I have, I won't say, I have gone through financial, emotional, physical, all kinds of blockages that I had. And slowly, as I have gone through the course, I have learned through not only her spiritual discourse, but the journey that she has taken us through the record reading course is just not a few hours. It feels like a lifetime's we are changing and evolving with each and every session, each and every minute that we come to know about our karmas. And it's not even a light bulb, it's like an opening of you know I would have to say that you have to actually experience it and go through this whole thing before you can see it and feel it and sense it. It's like all your 5 6 senses just keep on getting involved. As Sahana says, 2 minutes are not really enough to explain what she has done, but I think I'll put a stop to my overwhelming experience right now, and I will leave it to you. Thank you, Shilpa, for choosing me to let me say my experience.
Thank you, Swasti. Thank you so
Thank
much. Such
Glad,
lovely
Swasti.
souls.
Yeah.
This is
Glad you were
lovely
able to
souls.
come on. Really. Thank you, both of you, Sana and Swasti. Thank you so much. And we are ready for our one-on-one demos.
Yeah.
Padmalaya, as promised, you are first, and
You'll
I'm
have to
repeating.
you'll have to give me the name. Just write the name in the chat.
I'll spotlight everybody, Vvijee. I'll spotlight them as they come. Reminding again, we
Yeah.
are live. We are
Yeah.
going to share replays. We are going to take you on if you're comfortable. Go ahead, Padmalaya.
Hi.
Hi,
Well, thank you, Vijay,
Padmalaya. Yes, tell me, Padmalaya.
the session.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like to understand. Actually, I have a condition, medical condition called fibromyalgia.
Fibromyalgia. Yes.
Yeah, it's an autoimmune,
Hmm.
and it started in the year 2007, but slowly it realized in 2018, doctor diagnosed that it's this condition is called fibromyalgia,
Mhm.
and there is no remedy.
Mhm.
And after 1 year, in 2019, doctor stopped my medicine. I took only for 1 year because I'm a meditator, and I am in a space like I'm a very calm space. I'm not. Doctor told your condition is like a patient normally go into depression.
Hmm.
But these medicines are not good things. So if you are able to take care of yourself without medicine, I'm stopping now. So since 2019, I'm not taking any medicines.
Mhm.
But there is a deeper call to understand, if
What do you do? What do you do, Padmalaya?
I myself is a healer. And
Then that, before that?
before that, I started my journey as a journalist, and after that, my daughter's birth, just before birth, I left my job, and I was just a homemaker. Means like I choose to be a homemaker, so I was there.
Because after I got a download, I'm looking at your background. I saw something very similar. I didn't even realize that it is there. But what I saw was a green field. Okay, there was a green field. This was a time of some epidemic that had broken. And I can see you. You are about 10, 12 years old, and you're trying to walk through the field, and you happen to fall, and you got infected by something, and you did not get proper medical care because it was a time of some epidemic, and you survived that epidemic, but something happened with your immune system because of which you were weak. You were, as you started getting older, I can see that you had kind of lost your muscle mass, and you were becoming thinner and thinner. And then there was a lot of frustration that you held in your lifetime. Who looks after things whenever you fall sick?
At this moment, nobody. I'm managing on my own.
Okay, because in that lifetime, somehow that anger and frustration of being a victim to that epidemic, you have been, you were very angry with anything and everything in that life. This lifetime, for some reason, you have chosen to be more calm, more in acceptance of what's happening with you. and not to let the frustration out on everybody else. That is your soul plan this lifetime. But just go back and see if you have ever fallen sick in this lifetime, which was connected to your immune system.
Last year, I in the second phase.
No, before fibromyalgia started.
Before fibromyalgia, the major issue twice is like throat. In my childhood, it was like severe tonsillitis, and like in 2000, around 2009-10, it was like there is a vocal cord infection. Doctor even planned for a surgery, but I somehow felt from the within that I can heal myself. Since then, I'm drinking, means I normally take warm water, and I have quitted like kind of any cold things, ice cream or anything. These are two major.
When you say tonsillitis, it is also something to connect with your immunity, isn't it? Because your immunity is not okay, and that is why your tonsillitis starts working.
Yeah, I remember one more one more major incident, physical, like medical, that for there was a chronic dysentery in my teenage. It lasted up to 6 months. I means that time I was just eating boiled food. That is also part of that immune system also.
This whole experience is for you to embrace yourself, understand your emotions, bring it back to normal. Let not your anger, frustration, or pain do not reflect it to anybody else. I think that is a lesson that you're getting from this reading.
Yeah, because I like my teacher for whom I went when I just like means when you are puzzled you go to. So she told me this is the now it's time for, because it has come to you, so you can go and help others to understand their pain and their stress and frustration. And since then I started this journey of healing.
That's what the message is also. You need to heal yourself first.
Yeah.
To be a healer, you need to first heal yourself. So you will have to stop using the name fibromyalgia. You are owning it up. When you own it up, it doesn't leave your space. You just need to start telling, I am becoming very strong with my muscular and my skeletal system, because fibromyalgia works there, isn't it? So you say my skeletal and my muscular system are becoming stronger with every healing or every meditation that I sit, and do perceptual healing with yourself. Yesterday, I did perceptual healing, create an image of you which is perfectly healthy, and do Ho'oponopono.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm doing Ho'oponopono.
Thank you.
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much. Lots of love and lots of blessing to you and your work.
Thank you so much. Gratitude.
Thank you. Vijay, we will definitely take on more people. Vijay, people are waiting. So let's say Padmala had to take a full session with you now. So you would have given more remedies, you would have gone deeper to her records and given healing also, right?
I have also an alternative medical therapy. So probably I'll give her some color, I'll give her some EC, I'll give her I would do
Absolutely. So everyone, whoever is coming on next, remember this is just a glimpse. You would like to take on as many people as possible for a full session, more details. Definitely go for that package with Dr. Vijay. And Vijay, we have Dr. Priyanka next. Let me quickly read her question so that we can start immediately with her. Priyanka wants to ask question about her daughter, who is 5 years old, having health problems since birth. I want to understand about my karma with her so that I can be at ease and can move on our journey in a more harmonious way. And I can get some closure to a question which has been haunting me day and night.
Okay, go ahead, Priyanka. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good evening, Dr. Vijay. Thank you for such an enlightenment session, and you have come like an angel into my life. I've been looking for these questions since day and night. So I'll keep the question very short and crisp so that other people could get the chance.
Yeah.
So basically, I've done Reiki and lots of things. Because my daughter, she's been suffering with these allergies and asthmas and rhinitis. This is a combination of 3-4 things. So I'm a doctor myself. I'm giving her lots of all those medical treatments and everything. But the day it was diagnosed, this question started coming, why my child only? So though I related to Brahma Kumaris and everything, so I understand the concept of karma, and so I'm giving lots of Reiki, Ho'oponopono healing to her. So I just want to know ki, like is it something I did to her in my past life that she has come to in my life as a child, and what would be my role in this journey further?
So I'm going to look at your record. I'm not looking at her record because we can't parallelly look at 2 records at the same time.
Actually, Dr. Vvijee, the thing is, my date of birth, my year is not confirmed.
Don't
so
bother.
Okay.
Don't worry. So, okay. Priyanka, what's your full name?
Dr. Priyanka Gulia, but this is my maternal side. But yeah.
Priyanka Gulia. What's your daughter's name?
Priyanshi Sangwan.
Priyanshi. What is the connection between Priyanka? This goes back some 18 lifetimes ago. I see a house. I also see a cow shed. And I see a kid who is about 5 or 6 years old, who is sleeping in the corner of that cow shed between all that dirt and all of it. Oh, why is she there? Okay, it shows that you were her stepmom, not stepmom. Okay, 1 minute. Let me just see. What is the connection? Okay, not stepmom. I see you. You're married, and that kid is the kid of the house, somebody else's child. But apparently both her parents are not there, and she is the relative of that house. Looks like your husband's older brother's or sister's child, because they don't have a mother. She's with you, and for some reason you have ill-treated her, and she's been made to sleep in that cow shed, where I can see her coughing, I can see her itching, her legs, her hands, they're dirty, but somehow you didn't give her enough attention. Yes, yeah, that's all that's showing right now, but I see the child, moving things or working and making her do work. So this lifetime you have chosen her to serve her, and she's still having those memories from that soul journey of hers in that lifetime. So do forgiveness prayer with her soul, please. Close the record of Priyanka. The record's done. Yep.
So, Dr. Vvijee, I have to do all those because I'm planning to buy package D. So all those violet flame healings and whatever I'm doing, I should continue with that thing only without getting angry on her.
Yes.
Because it becomes frustrating at times,
No, she is helpless. She is a child. She has to go through it. She's supposed to give you that experience, isn't it? So it's time for you to serve her.
Okay, so just to make me suffer, she has come with all these problems.
Didn't come to make you suffer. it is for you to take care of her for not taking care of her then. Look at it a little different, then it will become beautiful.
Thank you. Today I got, sort of like something heavy is being lifted off my chest. I've been looking for this answer and, doing all sort of modalities, but you have come into my life to give me that final closure. Thank you.
Thank
Love
you.
you. Love you.
Yes. Yeah.
So glad, Dr.
Take care.
Priyanka.
Yes.
So glad. Vijay, this is so great. This is, let's take on a few more people.
Yeah.
Shivani, if you're ready, I'm going to read your question and you will have to come on video, please. And if you're comfortable sharing your health issues, we can take you on. Okay, Shivani is ready. I'll read her questions, doctor. Shivani is suffering from chronic pain since 11 years as she has a spine dry, nervous compression, sciatica, weak muscles. She has lost grip, arthritis, and she also had surgery. And now she has a big business loss suddenly, being cheated by a partner. Can you please help her out?
I didn't see her. You just Shivani, and the first image that appeared was you falling down a hillside in one of your past lifetimes. That's the image that flashed in front, even without me connecting with your record. But let me see if there's anything else coming up. Is there somebody in your life who is being very, what do you say? I don't want to use the word wicked. Someone who is causing you a lot of trouble mentally, physically. You have?
Like I had a partner, her name was Madhu. And we were doing business, immigration business, and I had a loss of 42 lakhs because of her. Like I trusted that lady very much, and I gave her money to get the work done. And I worked very, very hard, and she was very much aware of my physical condition. Still I got cheated by her, and I don't understand that being into such good relationships, when you treat someone like a family, and how can that person backstab you? So I have filed a case, and I'm fighting for that money, because it's not only my money, it's the money of a lot of people, who, like, for going for getting jobs in out other countries. They accumulated money with a lot of hard work and gave to me on trust. So I am a person who believes on karma. I have done Reiki masters also, but I am not able to heal myself completely, and not able to forget this. I have one person again, who is helping me out from this loss to recover. Maybe you can say that he is playing wicked. I am not able to get him, because as of now I see benefits, I get profits through him, but I have to pay him money for that.
Okay. I'm not seeing this person right now. We'll have to explore. But I can see this friend of yours, because that's why I asked. Here, I was seeing that actually it is the edge of a hill, or not a very big mountain, but like a mountain top. Actually, you were trying to push that person, and in that lifetime also I see both of you as women only. You're trying to push her, but she moves and you fall. So that's the first image I saw, that you fall down and you get injured, but you don't die in that lifetime. So that's one. So I was just trying to see, why were you trying to push that person? Okay. And it showed that both of you, this looked only some 5 lifetimes ago, where both of you together are, someone, I can see that, you are writing in a small piece of paper or something, people are coming and giving you money, something similar to whatever you're doing, and you cheated the money with that person, and that person was ready to take you on and expose you, and you take her onto this hilltop to actually kill, but in the process of trying to push her, you fell down and you injured yourself. That's what I'm seeing.
Okay.
Okay.
So maybe
So
she
you
came and
have a
cheated
come.
me this time.
Sorry?
So maybe she came in this birth and cheated me.
Yeah, it is a karmic debt you are settling with her. So that's why she has come here. What you could do is do forgiveness for this lifetime, and then do your whatever you're trying to do to get your money back. You might see a shift, but we'll have to explore more to figure out what else to do. But for now, this is what has come. Okay.
Okay. So I'm getting so much pain since 11 years. I'm suffering from pain,
Yeah.
surgeries. So I don't
Shivani, I've
understand
been
why.
feeling your pain ever since I logged on because my back is in such a bad shape. And I was like thinking, who is this person on this call who's having a very severe back pain? But I really didn't want to ask out loud, but you have come to get your reading done. I've
Okay,
been,
so
you
nice of
won't
you.
believe, I have sent a voice note to my mentor saying, please heal. I suddenly have a severe back pain on my lumbar. It is like literally throbbing. Is that how you're feeling?
Yes, right now I'm feeling that even after a lot of treatment,
Yes.
yet I have I'm my treatment is going on, and they poke 150 to 200 needles every day.
Okay. No, I can feel. And I actually, before I started the session, I sent a message to my voice, to my mentor. I said, can you please heal my back? I have a very pulsating, throbbing pain on my back. I actually wanted to ask who in this group is sitting with such kind of a pain, and see you asked for your record to be read.
It's really difficult for me to sit 10 minutes, but
No.
just to attend your session, I'm sitting.
Thank you. I can feel. Please go back and sleep. Like-
Ma'am, now I really want to heal myself. You have to suggest me
You
what
can.
do now.
Right now, you do forgiveness prayer. For further guidance, I really need to. Right now, I have made an affirmation that just please give me the information. I'm not going into anybody's soul space. The records are being directed into this space for me to read. If I go into that space, I need to sit there, literally navigate and try and pick up as much as possible. Now, it's just that I have said, please send me the records of people who want to connect with me. So it's coming here. I'm not going there.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank
I will
you.
connect with you again.
So I guess my back pain is easing because I had to talk to you. Okay. Take care.
Oh, this is so powerful. Dr.
Yes.
Vijay and Shivani, I really hope both of you are feeling better.
Yeah.
And this was something else witnessing this. Vijay, we have the healing process waiting for us. Can we please take on one more person and then see later on again?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so I am going to request Shweta. Are you Shweta? The one on video, are you Shweta Shade? The video is on. Are you Shweta Shade? Okay, all right. I'm adding you. Vijay, Shweta
Okay.
has been facing a lack of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
She always struggles with decision making, overthinking, and negativity. She struggles to trust people and feels insecure. She would like a reading from you.
Okay. Hey, Shweta. Hi, Shweta.
Hello. Hi.
Yes. Okay. Tell me. I want to hear you speak to connect your energy.
So, right now, my major problem is my marriage is getting delayed. My parents are very much worried about me, and my parents feels that I'm not saying yes to people and all. But I feel sometimes, I'm scared of relationship break, or I'm struggling to trust people, and I feel like my decision making is little low. I feel lack of confidence. My mind is wavering. I feel scared. I don't know. I mean, because of this fear, I fear of failure. I don't know what it is. Because of fear, I'm not able to trust and decide. I mean, and everyone tells me कि अगर हुआ बुरा हुआ तो क्या होगा, ज्यादा से ज्यादा डाइवोर्स होगा, सबका होता है, तो उसमें कौन सी बड़ी बात है. लेकिन यू से यस एंड यू मूव ahead in your life. I'm already 37.
Did you have any bad experience in the past, whether it is school or college or a relationship? Something has happened which shattered your confidence.
So in 2009, it was like astrologer said it was destined to happen. मेरा engagement हुआ था. मतलब मेरा cousin मासी का देवर का लड़का, मतलब पूरा खानदान जान पहचान वाला था. He was here for his H1B visa stamp, and within few days he had to, within 10 days or 15 days he had to go back, So when he was here, we didn't got much time to know each other because too much of family involvement and all that. And when he went and we had 10-15 days phone conversation, we felt our thoughts are not matching. So we said respectfully no to each other. Matlab, there was no complicated situation as such. But since then, I don't know, matlab, अब पता नहीं है, शायद मैं ज्यादा ओवर एम्बिशियस हूँ या फिर मुझे लैक ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस है या मैं डिसीजन मेकिंग पावर कम है, मैं कुछ फिगर आउट नहीं कर पा रही हूँ. बट मैं किसी को यस नहीं बोल पा रही हूँ, या फिर मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मुझे जैसा चाहिए वैसा कोई मिलता नहीं है. एंड पीपल से सबको मैरिज में कॉम्प्रोमाइज करना पड़ता है एंड ऑल दैट. सो मैं सारी बातों को लेकर आई डोंट नो. एंड सो मेनी एस्ट्रोलॉजर वाज सेइंग लाइक तुम्हारा योग 36 के बाद ही है, तुम चाहे कितना भी कोशिश करो, और अभी हो भी गया. But I'm like, I don't know. I feel my mind is very wavering. I feel decision making is very low. I think I need some support.
Okay. So there's definitely some blockage because I can see a lot of dark spots, somewhere. I'm not getting a complete clear picture, but one, there are two lifetimes that's flickering in front of me. In one, you were a man. And somewhere you never agreed to get married to any woman. You always found fault with them. That was one lifetime. And in another lifetime, I see you as a woman. In this, there is a lot of darkness. You get married to a man, and this is about 6 lifetimes ago. I see you. It was more like a, Maharashtrian kind of a place, because the dress or the outfit that I'm seeing, you were rich, and somewhere you wanted that power, yes, and you got married to a man, but you refused to go with him, and you brought him back to your house, and you had complete control over him. I can see that man was completely shrunk. He's like sitting in one corner. That's the image I'm getting. So there is some kind of that power play that has happened, which has caused a disruption in your marriage. And I can see that person finally ran away, wishing that you never find a man to get married so that you don't do this to him. That's what I see. In another lifetime, like I said, you were a man, and you always found fault why you don't want to get married to those women. So these two lifetimes have come up, and you should do forgiveness, prayer. I can connect that person's soul energy to this person's engagement happened and broke. Somehow I can see that image just coming by and standing in the same corner. Somewhere that is the same soul energy I can connect with. Do a forgiveness prayer for that one particular lifetime. And then again, as a man, the kind of pain or insults you have caused to the woman. Once that karma is cleared, you will find that somebody will connect with you. And also, yes, look at what are your expectations and be very realistic, and take help if it needs for you to identify, what seems right for you or wrong if you're very confused. Okay.
So, ma'am, one person right now communicating with me since last 6 months, and he's very much interested to get married to me. I mean, waiting for yes. And somehow, one of my astrologers said, if you get married to this guy, you would be emotionally not too much satisfied or unhappy. So I'm like taking time to decide on, and my parents are like, सब marriage में थोड़ा बहुत compromise होता है, वो तुम्हें इतना पसंद करता है, खुश रखेगा, आप हाँ बोल दो. तो
See, it's showing a 60-40 probability of whether it is going to be happy or no. 60, yes, it will work. The 40 part of it, because I can see the 60-40 hanging in front of me that as you're speaking to me. So maybe you can do your healing and see, keep talking, you will be able to identify. But more details we have to figure out, to see what's happening.
Okay.
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 Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care.
And just one more thing to heal the prayers, what you are talking, what I have to rectify, what I have to do to rectify, my past mistake or something, what you are saying.
Yesterday I taught a perceptual healing. So one is like you do the perceptual healing, bring in the souls from your past lifetimes and understand that you have created, a kind of a rift or the power play or high expectations and wanting things under your control. That is what is reflecting there. The kind of image of that person completely shrunk sitting in a corner. That's a message I'm getting. So just bring in those souls and start doing your forgiveness prayer. You can use the perceptual healing which is there in yesterday's.
So for that I need your help. I don't understand.
It's there in yesterday's.
We will share on the group the call replay, the part which is there from yesterday's call. You can take a look, follow the instructions and follow that, do that regularly. Vvijee?
Yes.
Do we have time for one more person or should we move on to the healing?
Okay, no problem. We'll take one.
Okay, the lucky one is you, Milind. Milind made me realize that only ladies have been coming. So, Milind, that was not deliberate. So, please, I will read out Milind's question. He has been told that he has a curse on him. He has difficulty earning money and speaking with ladies. So, tell us, Vvijee.
Yes. Hello, Milind.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Yes, tell me, please, Milind.
Actually, whenever I try to do some business or try to start some work, it never comes up. It never finishes. Then someone tells, जितना दिया है उतना ही मिलेगा. आप कोशिश करोगे, आपको कुछ नहीं मिलेगा.
Okay.
And whenever I enter a room, all ladies try to drape their bosom without even looking at them, without even, it has a difficulty. But when I was in an interview, when others were speaking, nothing happened. But the moment I started, the lady put a book in front of her. Got my point? Now I am being interviewed. I have no bad intentions.
Do you want?
It happens with all.
I have the download. Do you want me to tell you why? Because the first one didn't come. There are major karmic blocks for your work and money part of it, which will need time to access. Okay, because it says there are about 2 or 3 lifetimes that is connected to your money and your business. But for the women part of it, it just downloaded.
Vvijee, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm very sorry to interrupt you. Milind, we are live on YouTube and this is going to be on the replay. Only if you're comfortable, Dr. Vvijee will share the details.
I'm comfortable.
We will not hide or edit any part of it.
No, it's all right.
All right.
You can do it.
Because
thanks for your comment.
The download that I got was a brothel house and you were a regular visitor and you would choose a woman only by looking at their bosom. And they can just sense your presence the minute you walk into the brothel. That's what I got to see.
So how to put it off?
Yes, you need to, don't know how many people or women were there in that. There were plenty of women in that lifetime of yours. So you will have to just plenty of all those women's souls and do forgiveness prayers with the perceptual healing technique. And when you do it, mean it, because that was what is downloaded.
And about whatever I'm trying to do, it never
that
fructifies.
says there are multiple lifetimes, so we don't have time right now to do it.
I've already booked a session with you.
Okay, then we will connect and then we will do it. Not a problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Milan, for joining. And Vvijee, thank you so much. Fascinating readings. Please let us proceed to the part we have all been waiting for as well. So tell us about the violet flame healing process,
Yes.
Vvijee.
So yesterday I taught perceptual healing, which is a part of my module, but I think everybody can do it without any, attunement or anything. Violet flame also is the same. You don't need any attunement, but you can use it. You can use yourself. You can use everything around you. Okay, so it's a guided meditation. You just need to follow me. And when I say repeat some of the statements, you just need to repeat it along with me in your mind. So it'll be a complete, very powerful healing. I will take you through the healing your body, your mind, your emotions, thoughts, and even going up to your cells and detoxifying them of all the, whenever we are not functioning properly, whether it is mentally, physically, emotionally, or metabolic system, there are a lot of acids that forms into your cells, which eventually manifest to become illnesses because of the mental, physical, mental and emotional disharmony. They come together, they create psychosomatic illnesses. So we will detoxify your cells and then also clear all your karmas from your present, past, and also do some cleansing for the future. Okay? Yes. That's what it is. So all are ready? Okay? Yes. All of you, sit straight. Make sure you're sitting in a very comfortable position where you have no physical stress or discomfort. Watch your postures so that it doesn't hamper your meditation process. You can sit cross-legged on a chair, rest your feet, drop your shoulders. Keep your spine straight, but relax your entire muscles, every muscles of your body, starting from the tip of your toes, go upwards and relax your feet, your calf muscles, your thighs, your pelvic region, your entire truncal region, and your shoulders. Drop your arms, completely relax them on your thighs. Relax your neck. Then relax. Drop your eyebrows and relax. As soon as you drop your eyebrows down, you'll relax your entire facial region. Bring in a beautiful smile and let that smile spread to the rest of your body. And your whole body is smiling. Imagine your body is very happy and it's smiling. Then relax your entire head region. Now you're completely relaxed from head to toe. Just scan your body and see if there is any kind of discomfort anywhere. Take your attention to that part of your body and just command that part of your body to completely relax. Let go of all thoughts and bring your attention to the center of your eyebrows. And then focus on your breath. As you breathe in, imagine this breath is flowing into every part of your body. And as you breathe out, imagine all the pains, aches, and discomforts from your body is leaving. Breathe in again and allow this breath to flow through every part of your body easily and smoothly. And as you breathe out all your thoughts, feelings, emotions, and chaos from your day. Feel your body becoming nice and soft and free, and you're completely relaxed. Let your breath also be completely normal, very normal. And as you breathe in and breathe out, imagine you are letting go of all these stuck energies. Just make a mental affirmation that I'm letting go of all the energies that is stuck in my mind, body, and soul. And I'm ready for cleansing of everything that is holding me back, which is a part of my past, present, and future. Now let's evoke the Supreme God, the Divine Father, the Divine Mother, Holy Gurus, Divine Spirit, Spirit Guides, Spirit Animals, Angels, all the angels, archangels, guardian angels, all of them to be with us, and all the guides, gurus, and masters connected to each one of us. Please be with us right now during this meditation. Let's call upon Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael to be with us, help us create a protection shield, and Raphael to fill in love and light energy into our space. Now let's call upon the violet flame. Violet light is from Saint Jeremiah and Lady Portia. Please be with us and be present for this violet flame healing process. Now repeat after me 3 times. I am the being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am the being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am the being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. Now visualize a large purple, violet, glowing ball of light is coming down from the cosmic space. Saint Jeremiah and Lady Portia are sending in this beautiful ball of violet light. And that ball is basically violet flame. You can literally see the flames. This violet flame is the mystical energy of Master Saint Jeremiah. And this violet flame is so powerful that it can change you mentally, physically, and your energy body by cutting through all the negatives that is stuck within you, and this will transmute all of them into white light. So imagine this beautiful light slowly coming down. Allow it to flow towards you, and it will enter from the soles of your feet. Allow this light to come down, and from the soles of your feet, allow this violet flame to enter. Let it start slowly filling your entire feet, your ankle, your calf muscles, your knees, your thighs, your pelvic region, your entire abdominal region, your chest, your shoulder, your arms till your fingertips, your neck, your entire head region. Allow this violet flame to fill into your whole body. Once it's filled your whole body, allow this light to expand outside your body and let this light engulf your whole body into a beautiful big ball of violet flame. And let this flame be in all those areas in your body that needs healing. Let this violet flame also go through all your chakras and remove any blockages that is there, starting your root, your sacral, your solar, your heart, your throat, your third eye, and your crown chakra. They all are freed from all the blockages and cleansed. Like a magic, you will see it's completely shining, just like the violet flame. Now from there, let this light go into each and every cells of yours, to the atomic level, to the cell level. And deep down in each of your cells, you hold all the negative thoughts, feelings, emotions, memories in each of these cells. Let this violet flame clear out from those cell memories all your past habits or patterns or belief systems that you're holding so dear to you, but is not helping you in your long run, which is not good for your highest self. Imagine those are the things first leaving your space through this violet flame. They just leave out of this big ball of violet flame and going up into the sky. It's getting transmuted into white light. And as these flame pass through every cells, it is removing all the excess acids or accumulations of toxins that is there in each and every cells. Imagine that they are getting disintegrated and lifting off into the universe and getting transmuted into white light. You are getting completely detoxified physically from every cells of your body. White flame is healing you on a physical level by cleansing out all the negative energies at your physical level. Also, it is also cleansing away all the mental state which are not good for your higher self, your emotional thoughts, feelings, and emotions which are holding you back. Imagine they're all leaving your space. It is also cleansing your psychic energy, your etheric body, your astral space, auric space. It's completely getting cleansed. The beautiful violet flame is shining away, and you can see these particles leaving and becoming speck of white lights and going off into the cosmic space. Now, Let's request this violet flame energy to use its power to erase and transmute all the cause and effects of all the memories from all our past mistakes from this lifetime and all the karmic baggages of all our mistakes from our past lifetimes to be cleansed from our space. You can imagine these karmic baggages leave your space in the form of smoke or black color or any forms that it shows. Imagine it is leaving through this violet flame into the cosmic space and transmuting into white light. Let all those mistakes from our past, present, and future get cleansed. All those which are not good for my highest self, all the less than God energies may it get transmuted into the universe by this violet flame energy. See it leaving. You need not specify anything in particular, just be in the state of cleansing your karmic baggages with the help of Saint Jeremiah and Lady Portia, with the help of the violet flame. Allow all of it to leave your space. Now that you've been cleansed of this karmic baggages, let the violet flame raise each and every one of your awareness of your own spirit, the light and the love energy of this universe. Let it resonate through your entire mind, body, and soul and create absolute health, well-being, and prosperity. Let the violet flame create the vibration of love to transform and bring you back to the light source of our true being that we are. Feel the beautiful violet flame vibration throughout your body. Let this powerful healing violet flame restore you to your wholeness, to your divine self, to the best version of who you are, to move forward from this moment on without anything holding you back, filling you with love for yourself and believing in yourself, in being fully healed and revitalized. Let's thank the violet flame for cleansing us and express your gratitude and let it now float. Let this violet flame energy move out of you from your space and allow it to float upwards, slowly away from you and up into the universe. Bring your consciousness back into your heart space. Feel the new you, the completely cleansed, healed, and restored person of who you are, coming back into your body. Feel completely grounded and awake with small movements of your toes, fingers. Return to your physical space. Become aware of where you are and slowly bring in movements, rub your palms, place them on your eyes and open your eyes. Yes, Shilpa.
Vijay, I have nothing to say. I think we should leave everybody with these wonderful energies. I can see some people are having water. Please share your experiences on the group.
Yes.
Vijay, this was really, Kalpana has said, it's a wonderful experience and people have started typing in. And Vijay, with your permission, quickly, Sapna has asked uh, for the payment details, and I want to quickly share with everybody one last time the packages. Everybody remember the prices are scheduled to increase in a few hours. Vijay, before that,
Yeah.
Vinita is saying that she is feeling very heavy in her head.
Ask her to drink water. Let her drink water. Ask her to walk on the ground with bare feet and just say, I'm grounding all the excessive energy into Mother Earth. If it is still not okay, ask her to eat little groundnut and say, I'm grounding all the excessive energies.
Okay. Vinita, hope you heard that. We will take on some more comments before that. Let me just share packages one last time. So we have package A, which has the personal session and 3 days remote healing. There is 3 months WhatsApp support also, and then you will also be given a WhatsApp message for healing, extending the healing. This is only for rupees 2,211 US dollars 31. Package B is only 7 days remote healing with 6 healing techniques, and that comes for rupees 1,005 US dollars 14. Both can be taken together. Only B can be taken, only A can be taken. These are the personal session options. Package C is level 1 course, 10 hours. Bonuses are there, practice group sessions, Telegram group support. Free revision is also there. This is for rupees 10,999 US dollars 151. Package D has package C, which is level 1 and level 2. So in package C, level 1, you will be able to read your own records. With package D, you can read your own records and others also. You can do this for your family, professionally, anyhow. You can become a trainer also. So package D is 24 hours. It also includes the spiritual discourse workshop, additional group support, and professional guidance for your first 5 clients. This is at a fractionally increased price of level 1, which is rupees 15,499 US dollars 212. Vijay, comments. I want to read the
Yes.
comments, and we have neared the end of the call. We have crossed our time.
Yes.
Amazing session. God bless you abundantly, Vijay. Shaven has said. It is beautiful. Words are less to express. Wonderful experience, feeling so relaxed. I saw Laughing Buddha. And we will take one last question, repeating this for everybody. If you're not able to attend course on given dates, you can attend it later.
Yes.
Please book it now because this prize and these inclusions and bonuses you will not get again later. All right. So Priyanka, hope that has clarified. And thank you everyone for joining us yesterday and today. We will see you soon. Dr. Vijay, thank you for this amazing Akashic journey. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so much.
much.
Thank you. Thank
We
you.
will let you go. please, before we leave, do you have anything to say to us?
Yes, I would like to say that, all of us go through difficulties, challenges, and all this stuff. We so confused or, so bogged down with all our problems. Sometimes we really don't know what choices to make, whether this is right or wrong, or, what should we do. Listen to your inner voice, because, Akashic is one space that is purely divine. And if it is guiding you, go ahead, because sometimes, a lot of options. This is, I will probably say a small thing, and wind up. There is this Adaji joke, of course. He goes to the god, and every day he sits and says, "Mujhe lottery laga de, mujhe lottery laga de." He's like busy praying every single day, and like he's frustrated because he keeps doing it. Finally, one day, God himself is so irritated, and he gets up and he says, "Arey, first lottery to le lo." It's like that. Sometimes we have the divine direction in front of us, but we sometimes fail to choose it. So this could be your idea of at least knowing what's happening in your life or why it's happening in your life. That can actually liberate you mentally and emotionally. Okay, so sometimes we just really need to choose rather than stay confused and not know what to do. So that's what I would like to tell you, because that's what I did. I grabbed things, when I felt, okay, this is going to give me an answer. Getting an answer in itself is a big, big boon or blessing in life. So that's what I want to leave you with.
Amazing, amazing, Vijay. Thank you once again so much.
Thank
And
you.
I also have a parting note for everybody, that we have had a lot of people who want to pay for package tea in parts. So please send us an email to help@themysticlotus.com. I am typing that right now on Zoom chat. Please send us an email and we will help you out with this. All right, it is help@themysticlotus.com. If you are looking for part payments, please write to us. We will look into it. And thank you once again, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vijay.
Thank you, everyone, every single one of you. Gratitude to each one of them for spending this time with me. I'm very, very humbled. Thank you.
Thank you, Vijay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.